What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Scudder. I'm back here to fuel my fire, man, which is this passion for this car world, man. I'm into imports, I'm into JDM cars, European cars, all them, just into sports cars in general. So I'm back to fuel my passion, man. And today I'm back with my wife's Lexus GSF. It's a 2016. Here she is, man. Here she is. We've had it for it's probably about 2 years now. And when we purchased this, we got the highest GSF mileage in the country. It was probably the cheapest car that we could find. And not necessarily in that order, but it was a hard car to find. When I decided to, you know what, I just wanted to test drive the car. It wasn't even me that said, let's go for it. I just wanted to find one to test drive, and I couldn't even find one at first. It took a while for me to even locate one. Eventually one popped up. I live in Palm Beach, Florida. One popped up at a Lexus dealership in Palm Beach, and we test drove it, and we got back to the dealership, and she's like, all right, what are we doing? I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean, what are we doing? She was ready to go. She was ready to purchase it. Backstory on that, she has always driven GS. My first GS is a 2001 GS, and I'll have to reintroduce that to the channel. She drove that for a long time. We're the second owner of that car, 2001 GS, and that car has over 500,000 miles, but that's another story. Just to give you a backstory, that was a 2001 GS, and then she went to a 2013, which is this body shape, but the first generation of this body shape. And then she went to the 2015. Now the 2013 GS 350, what she had was an F Sport, was a 6-speed automatic, and then the following year they came out with an 8-speed automatic, and we got it on a lease, the 2013, and then we changed it to 2015, and we had that for a little bit, and then this came on the market. This is a 2016 GSF. Now when we purchased it, it had 60,000 miles on it, and now we have doubled it. We're drivers. We drive them everywhere, and it's funny enough, we do a lot of trips out of town and we never drive it out of town. So that's just showing you that our city driving is always just crazy through the roof. So let's just get into it. As you see, this is one of the white ones. They have many colors in this version. On the outside, as you can probably tell, it is lowered. It is on some R&R coilovers. Originally, when we got this car, it had on springs, and I'm telling you, the springs ride amazing on this car. Amazing. And you know what? Anybody out there that has a GSF, and all right, birds, I hear you. You want to get in the conversation? Anybody out there that's driving around in a stock GSF and you're not sure which way to go, and I know the coilovers on this car is super expensive, try out just a set of springs. You'll be so surprised of how good the springs ride on this car. Just a set of lowering springs that will definitely squat the car, and it just feels an amazing ride for just springs. So yes, that's one of the things I would say that you get into once you get this car, is just lowering it. You can get a set of springs that maybe just be a 1-inch drop if you don't 1-inch drop, if you don't want anything too crazy, but let's just stop with that one. The suspension part, as far as outside, we haven't done much on the outside yet, but my future goals for it is to put on small some side skirts, and hopefully the front toms lips. I would love to go full toms on this. You know, that would just set this car off right. So all right, let's just get into the car and let's talk more. Now this one had, when we got it already had this steering wheel. This is the Alcantara with some blue stitching, blue and white stitching, and a touch of orange to bring in from the brakes on the outside, and just a little touch of carbon fiber here. Everything else is factory. I think this was also an upgrade that whoever had the car before. As I said, we did buy this. We're the second owner of this car. It's such an amazing car for it's a definitely a sleeper car for people that don't know much about it. You know, the F line that Lexus provides, you know, and you know, with the 400 and change horsepower, 467 horsepower, I think the exact number is, anyone can correct me, the exact number down in the comments below. And please let me know if you have a GSF, or if you have an ISF or a CF, or what are you driving as your car. One of the things that I did for this car, I believe it's called Beats Audio. I will put it in the comments if that's not correct. But this car did not come with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, and now it does have it. It's a instrument you can set up and put behind the radio, and it allows you to pull in the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay inside of it. And I think it's really complements the car. And you can add as much apps as you want. You know, I see I have iHeartRadio, Spotify, you know, whatever music apps you want to add in there, SoundCloud. I use Waze for driving, or you can use Google Maps, whichever one you want to use. But those are the things I like to set up inside of this car. So let's head out on the road. Now, when I drive the car, I usually drive the car in sport mode. But for you guys, of course, I'll put it in Sport Plus mode today. You have your different modes that you can also do. I'll put it in slalom. Although we're in South Florida here, we definitely won't have a slalom mode. You have also track mode. And I will put it in complete control. I will be shifting through the gears here. Now, another thing, if you're new to owning a GS or an ISF or an RCF, another thing that I think you should do is changing the pads on this car, the brake pads. And even if you don't own an F, even an F Sport, I noticed that the brake dust, and that's from the 2013 up, the brake dust on them were just crazy. So that's one thing I say off back you need to get, is an aftermarket company like Tom's. There are a few others out there that make brake pads for these cars, and upgrade the brake pads on the car. You will see such a big difference on this car, man. She moves. Oh man, she's a beauty, man. She moves so beautiful. As you see, she just gets up and goes, man. As my wife will say, she purrs for her, you know. But this is one of our dailies, man. We just love this car. So another thing I think that you should change on this car once you get it up and running is adding some spacers if you do go to coilovers on here, because for some reason when you lower the car, the wheels kind of tuck in, and R&R. I'm not sponsored by them, but R&R Racing. That's where I got my coilovers from, and I also got the spacers from them. And their coilovers, they will custom build it to how you want it, if you want it for track or just for daily driving. So I went with their coilovers system on here, and their spacers to give it a fatter look, to fill out the space of the wheel wells. So that's the look that I wanted this car to have. Just looks like a normal driving car. It's not too low. It's just perfect for the ride. It's perfect for the wife. It's perfect for me. It's good to go. You know what I'm saying? So another thing is exhaust. Now, I need to hear from you guys. If you do own a GSF, what are you running as far as exhaust system on yours? I'm thinking of getting the Apexy system, the mid pipe, and over the axle. So let me know what you are running. Yeah, let me know what you're running on your car. So that's one thing that I'd like to get changed on this car, is the exhaust system. All right, back off and moving again. She gets up, man. She gets up and goes, man. 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yes, it's not a M3 killer or M5 killer, but guess what? This Toyota reliability, I will take this 4-second GSF, man. It's just an amazing car. Over the years that we have had it, the reliability, the only thing I've done 120,000 K full tune-up on the car, and before that, all we have done is oil changes. And I did go in there and change out the brake pads, and that is it. This car is super reliable, and we just love it. So yes, this is the next car on my channel. Hit me up and let me know what you would like us to feature on this car, on this channel. This is definitely one of those cult car followings. Everyone that owns one just knows what once you get into one, it's just an amazing riding car, man. It just gets up and goes. It gets you there cruising in style and under the radar, because a lot of people still don't know much about these cars. But it's just, I can't keep saying how amazing it has been for us. The torque on it is, you'd think that because the torque is, I think the torque number is like 394, but this car just gets up and moves at any speed under 65, of course, because we always driving at the regular speed limits around town, unless we are out in Mexico. Then we put in that Sport Plus mode or just the Sport mode. So that's it for this video. Just making a quick reintroduction into the channel, man. Scudder cars are back. Scudder cars are back, and I'm here for my passion, man. And this is one of my passions, this GSF. So there will be more on this GSF on the channel, and also my GS 300. Of course, you guys know that's now my 2JZ single turbo. It's no longer twin turbo. I ran twin turbo on it for a while, so that will be next up on the channel. I will bring that back. But for now, guys and ladies, Scudder, I'm out. Till next time.